All right, now we're starting to deal with some more polynomials. Here we have a subtraction sign between two polynomials. So in order for me to do anything with this polynomial, I want to first distribute that subtraction sign to every term inside that polynomial. So negative times 4x squared is negative 4x squared. Negative times, and be very careful on this one because we're looking for the entire value of that term, which is negative 2x. So a negative times a negative is going to become positive 2x. Negative times positive 9 is going to give us a negative 9. Now when we look back here in front of our other trinomial, there is no negative sign there, which means it's a positive sign. Now, you could go through the motions of saying, hey, let's distribute the positive 1, but you don't need to when you have a positive sign. Everything simply drops out of the parentheses. And at this point, we combine like terms. Now, if you still need to box to make sure you do things correctly, I am quite okay with that. 3x squared minus 4x squared gives us negative x squared. Negative 6x plus 2x gives us negative 4x. Positive 2 minus 9 gives us negative 7. So we should end up with negative x squared minus 4x minus 7. Number 17. Well, now we're just adding two trinomials, and they are both positive. All right. That means all I really need to do is combine my like terms. If you need to bring these out and put them in some sort of order, that's fine. It's always beneficial to have them in order by their exponential power. So we have 4x squared. Next, I would probably do the x's because x comes before y, so minus 10x. Then I'm going to do my y's, negative 4y and positive 4y. Well, that's simply 0, so they'll cancel each other out. And then we have 2 and negative 12. So let's combine our like terms. 2 minus 12. And we are done with 17. Number 18, we have two binomials. And so we know that we should be foiling. So I'll start with multiplying my first. 4 times 3 is 12. I will multiply my last. 4 times negative x, negative 4x. Then I will multiply my insides. X times 3 is positive 3x. I will multiply my outsides. X times negative x is negative x squared. We're going to combine like terms and put this in standard form. Remember that standard form is descending order. So negative x squared is going to come first because the power of 2 is the highest power we have. So negative x squared. We have a negative 4x and a positive 3x. That's our next power. We must remember that x with no power shown is an x to the first power. So we have negative 4 minus 3, which is negative 1x. Then we have a positive 12. We know it's positive 12 because there's no sign in front of it. So that gives us a solution of negative x squared minus x plus 12. Number 19, we have a monomial times a trinomial. All we need to do here is simply distribute. 2 times 4 is 8. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. Distribute to the next term. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. X squared times x is x cubed. Distribute to our last term. 2x squared times 3. 2 times 3 is positive 6. X squared times no value remains x squared. And so we finished that problem. Number 20. Well, now we have a number in front. We have a binomial and we have a power. So we need to talk about our order of operations here. Our order of operations start with the parentheses, m minus 3. Well, I can't do anything with m minus 3. So we're going to go to the exponents. Well, that means I'm dealing with the exponent before I even do the distribution. Yes, that's true. You are. You're dealing with the exponent before you even bother with the multiplication of the monomial 7 times the binomial m minus 3 squared. So let's go ahead and deal with the m minus 3. M minus 3 squared means the same thing as m minus 3 times m minus 3. Now, it's a good practice to go ahead and get used to bringing down your other term as well so you don't forget about it. At this point, we're just going to deal with the two binomials and FOIL. So, first, m squared. Outer, m times negative 3 would be negative 3m. Inner, negative 3 times m is negative 3m. And last, negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Now, we could certainly distribute from this point, but it makes sense to follow our order of operations. We now have stuff that we can clean up in the parentheses, so we're going to do it. M squared, negative 3m minus 3m is minus 6m plus 9. So now we have a monomial times a trinomial, and we're simply going to distribute. 7 times m squared is 7m squared. 7 times negative 6m is negative 42m. 7 times 9 is positive 63. And we're done with that question. All right, 21, we have a binomial times a trinomial. And so you've seen me put up on the screen a good bit of times. Up arrow, down arrow. I call this the over-under. And so we're going to start with our first term and distribute it over to every term in the trinomial. So x times x squared is x cubed. X times negative 2x is negative 2x squared. X times 3 is positive 3x. That's the over portion. Now the under portion, we're coming to the next term and we're going to go under. Negative 4 times x squared. Now you may certainly continue to line up, but I'm a big fan of stacking so that we stack like terms. So negative 4 times x squared is negative 4x squared. Distribute to the next term. Negative 4 times negative 2x is positive 8x. Negative 4 times 3, negative 12. Now at this point we have stacked all of our like terms, so we can add just like a traditional addition problem. Negative 12, 8x plus 3 is 11x. Negative 4x squared plus negative 2x squared is negative 6x squared. X cubed doesn't have anything getting added to it, so it simply remains what it is, and our final solution is x cubed minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 12.